You know, I thought maybe it was too good to be true.
Tell me.
She just seems so together, you know, and so composed. And now, I think she's anything but. Well, how is she?
She's asleep. I read to her for a couple of minutes, and then she went out like a light.
Well, that's okay, isn't it? I mean, maybe she's just completely exhausted.
She hasn't had a nap since she was 2 years old. I mentioned the word hospital. She blows up, then she goes right to sleep. Something's fishy.
Sometimes people who use sleep to escape something they don't want to face.
She's been going to the doctor all her life. Granted, wasn't crazy about it, but she's never flat out refused.
She's been through a very frightening experience. I'd be worried if she didn't act out somehow.
Yeah, but when I mentioned the word hospital...
Maybe she's just worried about being separated from you again.
Well, that's never gonna happen, because I am never letting her out of my sight.
Scott, I understand how you feel, but...
Come on, don't start on me.
Be reasonable about this. Serena's in school. She has friends. You can't shadow her 24 hours a day.
Don't tell me what I can do, what I can't do.
Okay, can we keep it down? Guys, we're all on the same side here, right? I'm gonna get that.
Thank you.
Try to behave. Hi.
Hi. I have some good news for a change. The PCPD has hired me back on the case. They've hired me as a consultant PI.
That's great.
PCP. What do those letters mean again?
Private investigator. And the only reason they've hired me back on is because of my relationship with you two.
That's wonderful. Maybe you can be the one that questions Serena.
No, she's not gonna be questioned.
What?
I don't want her questioned by somebody she doesn't know. She'll talk when she's ready to talk.
She just had a bad reaction to the idea of going to the hospital for an exam.
Oh, I see. Well, has she said anything so far?
Well, she's vague about some lady, some nice lady that was... That's a good one, huh? A nice kidnapper. They all rot in hell.
Look, how does Serena seem in general?
Well, you know, until a few minutes ago, she was fine. It was almost like she was just away at camp or something.
Well, she was fine until I mentioned the word hospital, and then she just ran right out of the room.
No kid's crazy about hospitals, Scott, especially one they've never been to before.
I told you, she's not like that.
Scotty, look, just calm down. I can understand that you don't want to push her.
I'm not pushing her.
Look, the sooner she talks about what happened to her, the better chance we have of catching the scumbag that took her.
Look, he is right, you know.
Scotty, listen, if she was injured in any way, you know, we should know about it.
I don't want some stranger poking around at her.
Scott.
Don't Scott me here.
Listen, what would happen if it maybe wasn't a stranger?
Lucy, who does she know at General Hospital? Come on.
Her sister?
Emergency room should always be this quiet. That little boy was the biggest emergency we had all day.
Well, enjoy the quiet while you can, because Burgess, like nature, ignores the vacuum.
Yeah, she does seem a little edgier than usual, doesn't she?
It must be the lack of blood. So are you going to the recovery room tonight?
I should probably stay home, try to reach Jagger.
I'm sorry to interrupt the coffee clutch, but when you have a minute, can you process a new admission?
Sure, what's the story?
Woman of 42, slightly obese. She's complaining of severe epigastric pains.
Has anyone ordered a serum amylase level?
I thought you might be kind enough to do so. No rush. Finish your coffee.
The phone's for you, Karen. It's your father.
Oh, okay. Scott?
Karen, listen, I need a favor.
Sure, name it.
Well, because of what happened to Serena, she's got to be examined by a doctor. I hate that, but,
You want me to recommend somebody?
No, I want you to do it.
Sure. I'm actually on duty right now. Do you want to bring her in? Take her to the ER?
No, I can't. She can't.
Can it wait till tonight?
Listen, I don't want to push you, but the sooner the better. She can't even take a bath until she's been...
I'll be right over.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Bye.
So the patient's being admitted. It's got to be her gallbladder. Is anything wrong?
Scott just called. He wants me to examine Serena.
Really?
I dread asking Burgess for time off, but he sounded really upset.
Was anything wrong? I mean, you said Serena was okay.
He thinks she might have been sexually abused.
Oh, man. Well, listen, go ahead and take off and don't even tell Burgess. I'll cover for you.
But Matt and Julie are on break right now, and there's no one else here.
Look, they'll be back. After what you and Scott did for me, it's the least I could do.
Thanks.
Bye.
Hi, I'd like to report that a rather ordinary woman has broken into my apartment.
While you're chatting with the cops, why don't you tell them how you got a hold of this?
I'm going to have to call you back. Something's come up.
Something's come up, that's the best you can do.
Is breaking and entering a habit of yours?
Is stealing evidence from a crime scene a habit of yours? You know, I haven't read what's in little Julie's file yet, but I have a pretty good idea what's in it.
I can't wait.
Well, she's no starving intern for one thing. She has solid gold jewelry, designer clothes, the works.
And why should I care if Julie has money or not? I, unlike yourself, am also loaded.
They say money isn't everything.
You wish.
Oh, by the way, did I mention that Julie and I are roomies?
Well, give her my condolences.
Ever cool, aren't we?
Well, what do I have to be uncool about?
The fact that whatever it is you want from Dr. Morris, I am now in an excellent position to make sure you don't get it.
You know, I don't take too well to threats, especially those made by a woman who just broke into my apartment.
Oh, and what an apartment it is! Champagne flutes, cut glass snifters. Très impressive.
Oh, I live to impress you.
You know, it's amazing that a man so rich, and whom some might find attractive, lost out to an ambulance driver.
I haven't lost zip. Thanks for stopping by, Dr. Lambert.
If I were you, I'd ask me to stay for a minute.
Well, I'm not you. Thank God.
I walked in on Julie and Frank the other night. Sharing Chinese takeout, you could sense the pheromones in the air.
No, I must have missed that class. What are pheromones?
It's what dogs make when they're in heat.
Well, you have to excuse me. I didn't go to veterinary school.
I'd say you missed your calling.
I've had just about enough of this.
Whatever your plans are for dear Julie, you're gonna need my help to
I
make
don't
them
have
work.
any plans for Julie.
Oh, and that's why you're guarding that file like it was a map of Fort Knox?
Look, you broke into my locker, and now my apartment. What's your deal?
If you need help with your lady friend, you know where to find me.
Might you have been idly curious that I might also have a file on you? Because there's certain things that you want kept quiet? Am I getting warm, Evelyn?
Hi.
Hey.
I'm Julie Morris. We met here the other night.
Oh, yeah, right. How are you?
Good. Are you coming tonight?
Oh, I wouldn't miss it. What's up?
We're celebrating getting paid to be hospital slaves.
Oh.
Bring a date if you like. I asked Frank to join us. See you guys later.
Okay,
Bye.
see you later, Julie. You said something about an apartment.
Yeah, this is the deal. I've come into some unexpected money, and I've decided to buy my own business. This business specifically. Well, it's a great location. Price is a little high, but I think the owner's going to come down on it.
Where do I come in?
I'm going to need a night man. You know, someone to keep an eye on things when the place is closed. There's an apartment in the back. It's a great location. It's close to the hospital. And I don't think it's going to take that much to make it wheelchair friendly.
I'm on duty every third night.
Well, we can work something out.
May I ask you a question?
Shoot.
Why would you do all that for me?
The thing that still surprises me is that the kidnappers took the ransom in diamonds. You know, unmarked bills are one thing, but fencing $5 million in jewels of any kind, it's almost impossible without arousing suspicion.
Hi.
Hey. Oh, hey, sleepyhead. Come here, give me a hug. Listen, this is a friend of mine, Max Scorpio.
It's very nice to meet you. Well, now, I understand that you've had quite an adventure.
Do you remember I told you about some of my friends who wanted to talk to you? Well, Max, one of them. So he's going to ask you some questions, okay?
Great, that's okay. Okay. These people that took you, they told you they were friends of your dad's, didn't they? Do you know that it's against the law for people to trick little girls and little boys like that?
Is she going to jail?
Who? You remember what she looked like?
Different.
Different?
All the time.
Oh, like she was playing dress up?
Can we have pizza?
Yeah, we can have pizza with all your favorite toppings. You know, lima beans and string beans and...
No.
I got it.
All right, thanks.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Come in.
I told Scott I'd come right over.
Great, everybody. Look who's here.
Hi.
Hi.
Serena, I am going to the police department, and I am going to make sure that they award you a citation.
What's that?
It is a huge pepperoni pizza with extra cheese on it.
Yes! My favorite.
Oh, mine too. Hey, I'm really glad you're back. Hi, Karen.
Hey,
Take care of these folks, okay?
do my best.
Okay.
See you.
Thanks, Mac.
Who is she?
You know who she is? She is another one of those people that your daddy and we all want you to meet, and she's a very special person.
Do you remember I told you you had a big sister? Well, that's her. Her name is Karen. Serena. Karen.
Hello. Nice to meet you. So, you know, I've always wanted a baby sister. You know, I never had one, but now I do. Not that you're a baby. No, that's, but it feels like Christmas and New Year's to me, you know?
She's a doctor. Isn't that cool?
Really?
Well, a doctor in training.
Is that a real doctor's bag?
Yeah, it sure is. Would you like to see what's inside? Why don't we go into your room and, tell you what, since I'm just learning how to be a doctor, maybe you could help me and I could practice on you. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Okay. Come on, patient.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Hey. I think she's gonna be okay.
I hope so.
I hate to ruin your day, but I have absolutely nothing to hide.
Really? Well, you're supposedly broke, and yet your clothes are top of the line.
They're knockoffs, darling. But then I wouldn't expect a man to know that.
I've been around enough rich women to notice. And I've been watching you too, darling. You've never even paid for a beer at the rec room.
So I'm cheap. Sue me.
You're also a phony.
I'm broke, and you stole that file. So we can keep it between ourselves, or we can blow each other out of the water.
Hey, tell Julie about the file. It's fine with me.
Oh, like hell. I could also tell the cops, and they're bigger and stronger. And they also have these little things called prison cells.
Were you born this way, or did you actually have to work at it?
Oh, I'm a natural.
I figured.
And since all this seems to come naturally to you, we should get along wonderfully.
Well, here's to a beautiful boxing match.
I've never lost a round yet.
Karen gave me a tickle test.
A what?
That's a medical term. We don't share that information with laymen.
Serena, how would you like to go feed some breadcrumbs to Sigmund?
Sure. Bye, sis.
Bye, sis.
Is she fine?
She's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I may only be an intern, but I've had enough experience, and I'm sure. She has a thing about hospitals, though. But so do I. So you don't have to worry about her.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch up to them. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for coming by. You're okay.
Thanks. You're not too bad yourself.